Your friendly neighborhood YouTuber is rated PG-13. Parental advisory, explicit content, viewer discretion is advised. Why does my Bane figure look cross-eyed? Hey, what's up everyone? It's your friendly neighborhood YouTuber, ladies and gents, and here we are. We are back at it again with another Spawn review. No, I'm just kidding. I just wanted to throw Spawn in there just because. Alright guys, so we have Bane right here. Of course, to the left we have Spawn over there, which we're going to do a comparison. If you guys want to see my last review of Overkill, check it out. So this Bane right here is from Arkham Origins. Did I do my intro to your friendly neighborhood YouTuber? Yeah, I think I did my intro. So I'm kind of keeping it with the theme of cybernetic stuff, even though this right here, Overkill, is completely different looking than Bane. Even though I really wanted to get that big, gigantic Bane figure, but I got a feeling McFarlane is going to be doing that figure when he does the Arkham Asylum figures, Batman Arkham Asylum figures. Speaking of Arkham Asylum figures, this is Arkham Origins. One of the main reasons why I love this series so much, man, is it is probably one of the most well done, well detailed figures. Series, actually, should I say, that Batman, that the DC lineup, our DC company has ever produced. We'll just stick with that. And I do believe this is DC Collectables. I'm pretty sure it's from DC Collectables. And I just love these realistic Batman figures, man. They are really nice. They don't get the shine like they should be getting. You know, of course, they are not newer figures. They came out, this one I know came out maybe like 6-7 years ago. So he is not new, but he's not really that old compared to some of the other figures that I have reviewed. Hence, Overkill right there. So let's take a closer look at this Bane. Also, I'm going to break out some DC figures. Of course, I'm going to do some comparisons with these two figures over here that you see from the left and the right. And maybe I'll break out some other figures just for the hell of it to do a comparison with this Bane. So before we check out the detail of this guy and also the articulation of this guy, let's go ahead and measure him. I'll give you an idea of how tall he is. So Bane stands at about 8 3/8. So pretty much he's just a little bit under 9.5 inches tall. So he is a pretty tall guy. So let's check out, and he doesn't come with anything. I bought him loose. This is what essentially he comes with if you were to buy him in package. So let's take a closer look at this Bane figure. Very nicely done. He's a little bit dusty because I'm sure he was on display. Love the face sculpt, love the head for this figure. It looks like, I don't know, his head doesn't turn. It looks like it's glued on there. I don't know if his head turns or it's supposed to turn or not. Let me know, guys, because I'm not really for sure. It looks like it's glued on there, and it doesn't look like you can turn the head. See how it's glued on there? So if you guys have this figure or if you know anything about this figure, let me know, because I'm not really for sure if it's glued on, supposed to be glued on or not. But his head has no articulation. Arms extend out that much. They can't really go anywhere, especially this one, because of the shoulder pad. Arms, a simple bend right there. Wrist swivel, no articulation, movement other than his bend. And oh yeah, they do swell. Yeah, they do swivel. These arms do swivel. Barely, because of the wiring right here. As you can see, this has already popped out on me. Not the wiring, but the tubing right there. Peg that back in there. So yeah, you got to be careful about that with his tubings right here. So there is the chest of Bane. Very nicely done. A very realistic approach to this Bane. It's something that I wish they would have covered in the Batman movies. Well, I guess Batman and Robin did, but they did a horrible job at Bane. with that character. They just made him look like an idiot. And then, what was the other Batman movie? Dark Knight Rises, where they made Bane actually seem like he actually had some intelligence. And he was just not all brawn, he was actually brains as well. Articulation here, his leg does go out. This one doesn't, because this has a sculpted, like, gas bomb right here, which you try to lift up, and boom, look at that fucker. It hinders his leg, so he can't get his leg to move, can't get it to go up because of this dumb sculpted piece right here. Why they put it there, I have no fucking idea. It was a really, really stupid sculpting idea, man, is putting this shit right here and to where you can't lift his leg up. His legs do not go out. He cannot Johnny Cage it at all. He does have swivel here at the knee, bend at the knee barely, because once again of his sculpt. As you can see, the creases in his pants of the sculpt hinders his articulation. Same thing with the other leg. Break. Was there a break? Yeah, there's a break here at this shin right here, his boot. So he has that going on. This one, not so much. He doesn't really have a break here. He just has a swivel, knee swivel. No articulation at the ankles or boots at all. So very disappointing with articulation with this guy. But what he lacks in articulation, he more than makes up in sculpt. Arms are horrible. The design, when they made this figure, man, excuse me, my camera. When they made this figure, guys, they weren't thinking, man. They weren't really thinking at all. The design of this figure just completely messes up his articulation. And man, this is about the only pose that you can get him in, like an action pose. That's pretty much it, dude. He can't extend out anywhere. He can't get his leg to go back. There is very to little no articulation in it, which, you know, I'm not disappointed. As look, see, there's another tubing that broke off right there too. It pegs in, so you can peg these in. So yeah, I'm the kind of toy reviewer that is not big on articulation, but when you have such a cool figure like this, and you have these breaks here, and then you put these stupid designs to where it just messes up his articulation, it's really, really sad. And same thing with his arms and his knees. His design, the sculpture of how he's made just fucks up his articulation, man, which is really, really messed up, because I think they could have done a lot with this figure. I can't wait to see McFarlane's take on this guy. But overall, he's nicely sculpted. He's beautifully done. He's a beautiful, beautiful art piece, a beautiful, beautiful Bane figure. So let's bring in some Spawn figures, and I'll break out some DC figures. DC figures from this, well, from the Arkham, based on the Arkham video game, Arkham Knight, Arkham Asylum, Arkham Origins. So here is Bane. This is Bane and Spawn measuring up right there. I think Spawn can take him. And then Overkill right here, my last review that I did. So this Overkill stands at 9 inches, 9.5 inches up to his antenna. But you can see how big this guy is. Not bigger than him, but he is a big, big guy for Bane. So I think proportionately, size-wise, is very, very accurate. The sculpt is very nice. Detail is very, very nice. The overall look to him, the boots, is very, very nice. He's a very nice figure, but the articulation, I think they missed on that one right there, guys. I think they how do you say it? They jumped ball or jumped the curve, or just fucked up. I'll just say that they fucked up with the articulation and the sculpture of this Bane, to where they just completely messed up his articulation. Other than that, he's a great figure, heavy figure, great looking figure. Let's break out some Batman figures specifically from this game, and then I'll give you my rating and let you know what I think of this guy. Okay, so for this DC comparison, I busted out a bunch of figures, man, because I wanted to do a bunch of comparisons with this Bane figure, man. So we'll start over here to the left. We have from the Build-A-Figure. The last Mattel DC figure, we have the Killer Croc over here, which is an awesome figure. We have the DC Arkham Asylum Joker and his buddy Scarface, Arkham Asylum Robin, this Batman, which his name eludes me at the moment. This KG Beast, which we're going to do a comparison with this Bane because I feel like they have a similar vibe. Arkham Asylum, Azrael, Arkham Asylum Batman, and then just for the hell of it, I broke out this Hellbat right here to do a size comparison as well. Okay, so let's break out the one to the left. Let's break out the big guy, the Killer Croc right here with Bane. As you can see, the size comparison. Killer Croc is a big freaking huge guy, man. He rivals the Marvel Select Hulk figure. He's a big guy, man. And Bane kind of actually measures up pretty well with this Killer Croc, man. I think he really fits well into the whole scheme of things. So there is Killer Croc right there. Here is the Joker. I think it was the last DC review I did. So here is Joker, man. Look, Bane is just overshadowing this Joker, dude. I think he's the right size. Yeah, man. Bane is a big guy, man. If you guys want to know the Scarface comparison, here's Scarface next to Bane, right there. He's at least he's bigger than his boot, right? So there is Scarface right there, and then we have Robin over here. I think Bane would stomp on this Robin, dude. I think he would freaking kill him, man. What do you guys think? So there was Robin. Here is Batman, Dark Knight. The name just eludes me at the moment, man. I don't know why this figure doesn't get more shine. It's a really awesome figure. So here is KG Beast from the Killer Croc wave right there. So this is how they look. This is how they measure up. I think Bane can take them. I think so. What do you guys think? I think he can take them. Here's Azrael right here with this Bane. Yeah, he'll fit nicely into your Arkham Asylum collection. Here is Batman. Batman, the big guy, big Batman. The muscular Batman. I think he can take this Bane. I really do. That's how they measure up right there. Big guy, man. And then bring in another big guy. And if you know how big this Batman is, Bane is actually bigger than this Batman, dude. This Hellbat suit. Isn't that fucking crazy? If you guys own this figure, you know how big he is. So this is Bane right here. He doesn't seem like a big guy, but he is a big guy. So there is Bane versus the Batman in the Batman suit, Hellbat suit. Love this figure, man. I should break this figure out more to do more comparisons, but I figure today would be a good day to do a comparison with this Hellbat suit. And just for the hell of it, let's measure this Hellbat. So the Hellbat stands at 7.5 inches, and then I said this Bane stands at almost 8.5 inches. So this Bane has an inch on this Hellbat suit. So awesome Batman right here, guys. All right, so let me give you my rating, man. What do I make of this Bane? You know, this time I'm not going to be too generous, guys, because I like him aesthetically. He's pleasing. I'm not going to bitch about the articulation because I'm not that kind of reviewer. I don't really give a shit about the articulation. But when you have an opportunity like this and you fuck it up by giving him a bad sculpt to where it fucks up his articulation, it's just sad, man. It's really sad because I feel like they could have done so much more with this Bane figure. There's the back. Did I show you guys the back? I don't know if I showed you guys the back of this Bane figure, but I'm showing you now. There's the back of the Bane figure. And I felt like they could have done so much more with this Bane. And also, like I said, this head, I don't know if it's glued on there or if that's how it's somebody glued it on there because somebody had this figure before me, or it just doesn't move. But if if it's like that, and they glued this head on there, that's really, really fucking disappointing, dude. DC Collectibles really fucked up this opportunity to make a really, really cool Bane figure, man. And it sucks that you can only get him in this pose. Even though he looks intimidating and he looks awesome and he looks epic, I just felt like they just messed it up, man. They messed up the articulation by giving him a bad sculpt overall, man. So, and usually I don't complain about shit like that. I mean, I think it probably would have been a little bit different if his legs did extend out like this leg right here, and he had the weird thigh gap. Then maybe I would kind of feel a little bit better about this figure. But man, I am going to give him a 7, guys, and it's not even. I feel like it could have been higher. And I am being generous by giving him a 7. But man, I just felt like they could have done a better job, dude. Overall, he's a nice piece. He's a beautiful piece. But yeah, man, it is not even a solid 7. It's kind of a weak 7. I can't give him a 6 because he is a nice figure. He is beautifully done. But I just felt like they fucked up, you know, as far as the articulation is concerned, you know what I mean? By giving him such a horrible sculpt job, man, to where it just completely ruined his chance at, you know, making him an awesome Bane figure that you can pose and you know what I mean? I don't know, man. I don't know. I like him, but at the same time, you guys heard my feelings. I'm not going to repeat myself over and over again. So, but there it was, guys. A 7, not a solid 7, not a strong 7, but I do recommend this Bane figure, man. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section. Do you guys have them? Do you own them? I don't want to recommend them, guys. If you are a DC collector, I'm sure there's going to be more awesome Bane figures to come with McFarlane. So I probably would wait and not pick up this figure. But if you guys do have them, let me know what you guys think of this Bane. Alright guys, I think I spent enough time on this guy. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section. Comment, like, subscribe, hit that notification bell if you want to receive more cool, lackluster reviews like this. And there you guys have it. There was my little review of Bane from Arkham Origins. Just want to thank you guys for watching, and I'll catch you guys in the next review.